Hey everyone, welcome back to Single Step English. I'm Steve, and today we're diving into 10 more essential legal terms you'll likely come across in English. Whether you're watching a gripping courtroom drama, or navigating some legal paperwork, or studying law, these terms are going to be incredibly useful. Plus, with my pronunciation tips, you'll feel confident using them in everyday conversations. If you missed my first video on this topic, you can find it right here. All right, ready to boost your legal vocabulary? Let's jump right in. Number 10 is a contract. A contract is a legal binding agreement between two or more parties. It outlines the terms and conditions that everyone involved must follow. It spells out exactly what everyone's responsibility will be. Here's an example. Make sure to read the contract carefully before you sign it. Another example, they signed a contract to finalize the sale of the house. Number 9, witness. A witness is a person who sees an event, usually a crime or accident, and can provide a first-hand account of what happened. This means they can describe exactly what happened. Here's an example for you. The witness testified in court about what they saw on the night of the incident. Another example, the police asked the witness to describe the suspect. Number 8, testimony. Testimony is like storytelling under oath. It's when a witness gives an official statement in court. This statement can either prove or disprove something. And spoiler alert, disprove means proving it's wrong. If you're looking for a pronunciation guide for this word, this should help you out. Testimony. Testimony. The stress is on the first syllable. Testimony. Here's an example sentence for you. Her testimony was crucial in proving the defendant's innocence. Another example, the jury listened carefully to the witness's testimony. Number 7, subpoena. Do you have a legal document ordering you to show up in court or provide evidence? That's called a subpoena. It can also require someone to provide documents or evidence. Pronunciation, subpoena, with the stress on the middle syllable, subpoena. Okay, here's an example. He got a subpoena to appear in court as a witness. Another example, the lawyer sent a subpoena for the company's financial records. Number 6, deposition. A deposition is like a sneak peek before the trial. It's when someone gives sworn evidence outside of court. It is usually done in preparation for a trial. For the pronunciation for deposition, the stress for this word is on the third syllable, the Z sound, deposition. Can you say it along with me? Deposition. Deposition. Sentence example number 1, the lawyer took the deposition of the witness in preparation for the trial. Another example, she gave her deposition in the attorney's office. Okay, number 5, affidavit. An affidavit is a written statement confirmed by oath used as evidence in court. It is similar to giving testimony, but in written form. For the pronunciation of affidavit, the stress is on the third syllable, affidavit. Affidavit. An example, she submitted an affidavit to support her claims in the lawsuit. Another example, the affidavit contained detailed information about the incident. Affidavit. Number 4, settlement. A settlement is an official agreement that resolves a dispute without going to trial. It often involves a compromise or agreement between the two parties. If people want to avoid a trial, they will reach a settlement. An example, the parties reached a settlement to avoid a lengthy trial. Another example, they agreed on a settlement amount to resolve the case. Okay, we're on to our next one, injunction. An injunction is a court order that stops someone from doing something harmful. It's like a legal freeze. Pronounced injunction. Can you say it for me? Injunction. Stress is on the middle syllable. Injunction. Example, the court issued an injunction to halt the construction project. Another example, she sought an injunction to stop her neighbor from cutting down trees. Okay, we're on to number 2, probation. Probation is when someone gets out of prison or jail, but still has to play by the rules under supervision. It's pronounced probation, with the stress on the second syllable. Can you say it for me? Probation. Good. Example, he was sentenced to 2 years of probation for his minor offenses. Another example, while on probation, she reports to her probation officer regularly. And number 1 is parole. Parole is when a prisoner gets an early release, but must follow strict rules. Basically, they're still being watched. Here's the pronunciation guide for parole. Parole, and the stress is on the roll. Parole. Good. Example, she was granted parole after serving her sentence. Another example, if he breaks parole, he could end up back in prison. Or another way to say this, if he breaks parole, he could end up back behind bars. And there you have it. Those are 10 more really useful legal terms that you should know to better understand legal situations in English. I hope these explanations and examples were helpful. Did I miss any terms? Tell me if I did in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Share it with your friends, your family, anybody. And don't forget to subscribe to Single Step English for more educational content. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.